Hi everybody, nice back here again, and I've got another inbox review for you. And today we're going to be looking at IBG's Scammell Pioneer 2S heavy breakdown tractor. Now there are two versions. This one's got a cab on the back. I'm only going to do this one. To be fair, it looks really cool. It's not something I'd build, but I do like the look of it. You know, it looks really cool. So what we'll do, we've got your own overhead and we'll get cracking. So as always, we will start with the instruction manual. We've got all our colour callouts in Vallejo, Attacker, Mr. Hopping, Live Colour. We've got our decals and our photo etch parts. We've got our sprue map. So 8 frames there, it's saying 8 sprues. Plus another 6, 8, 9, plus the tyres on that side. So we start off with this, we build it up the tyres and the wheels, before then moving on to what looks like a fuel tank, a storage bin, we have an engine as well, which then we move on to. Before we then do some more bits on the engine, the radiator, what looks like one of the diffs and the rear drivetrain. I believe this possibly could be the front wheels, just there. Moving on to the chassis, adding the radiator and some other little bits and pieces to the chassis. Before then we put some suspension on there with another tank. Then we've got a great big cog going on. I don't know what that cog's for, hopefully we'll find out in a minute. Again, the cog with some extra bits. Another what looks like a gearbox or a transfer box going back from the engine through what looks like prof shaft to those gears or gear, before we add in parts to the front of the chassis and an exhaust. Moving on to the rear part of the vehicle, putting the axles onto the rear suspension. Engine parts going on, looks like that bit in the front. Some more gears and springs and stuff like that. I assume this is all going to be for the towing hook at the back. Before then we start building up what looks like a work platform. So we've got some the sides of it going together, going through. We have a rear part going on. Before then we've got move on to another part of the rear bed. As you can see, we've got the sides and walls going in. We've got this so that was part of the actual towing hook part, whatever you want to call it. Again, building some more of the boxes up on the flatbed, adding some photo etch onto there. I think they might be mud guards. Yes, looking at they're mud guards. We're starting moving into the cabin now. So we've got the rear bulkhead with some rifles on there. We've got the floor of the cabin, front part with the windows, side part, doors going on with the seats. Wow, they look really comfortable. As you can see, seats going on, steering wheel, all that getting mounted onto the chassis. The rear bulkhead and the roof going on. Some of those storage bins going on, and we've got the fuel tank, the bed going on, wheels and spare wheel, and we have wheel arches. And there you have got your finished model. It comes together really quickly. Even though there's 40 steps, it just seems to come together really quickly. Right, so what we got? We've got a Pioneer from a captured one. That's quite cool. Africa course, North Africa 942. We have one from the Russian army on the Eastern Front. Another quite cool one. And then we've got a Pioneer from the 22nd Armoured Brigade Workshop Remix, 7th Harbour Division, France, Normandy, 1944. I like that. Me being part of the Samurai Brigade when it was in Hona. And then we've got one from Africa, South African Armoured Division in Egypt, section of 6th Egypt, January 1944. And last but not least, we have one from 16 Company EME of the 1st Polish Armoured Division, England, autumn 1943. So that's the instruction manual. We'll get straight into the sprues. So in this bag we have 4 sprues, not more than 4 sprues, because I've just dropped them all everywhere. So I'll just put them over there. So starting off, we have part of the drivetrain. So we've got the one part of the axle, other parts on there. So a hub there. Our rifles. Just seeing if they were drilled out, they're not. So that looks really nice. We've got 2 sprues with our wheels on. Okay, so I'll just put that one over there. One hub and side wheel, and then the other part of the side wheel. So this is on the inside, so if we turn them over, as you can see, we've got a edge of a tyre. It says Firestone on it, and all the nuts and bolts slightly different. Okay, so you can see the nuts on there, and these ones you haven't got it, but it looks really nice. Really like the detail on that. Just a sprue, part of that wooden box, no wooden texture, but with the slats should be able to just a wide brush over them to get that. Exactly the same with that one. We've already looked at this sprue, it's exactly the same, and then this one we have some bars and little parts on there. So we've got our wheels. I will only get one of these out. If I can, no, I'll leave them in the bag. But really nice detail on there. You can just see there's some mould line on there where they've hit, where they've joined. But other than that, yeah, they look really nice. Next sprue, or next bag of sprues, we have 2 in there. So first one, we have some suspension parts. I forgot to turn that light back on, sorry. We've got other little bits and pieces, part of the transfer case, a metal bar that looks like a roll cage type thing, part of the exhaust. Part of the front suspension, I believe. Then we move on to the engine. We've got part of the engine just there. We have that fuel tank. I want to say that's the bumper. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I think it's part of the bumper, but it's part of something anyway. But again, we've got some really nice detail. Not overly detailed, but just some nice detail. Looks really well molded, nice and sharp lines all over. Another bag with 2 sprues. So in this bag we have part of the diff, the steering wheel. Be careful when you're taking that. Some tools, so a spade, other little bits and pieces, part of that pulley wheel, over there. Again, some really fine pieces on here, so be careful when you are removing them. Alright, so part of the lifting hook or the towing hook here, as you can see, so just some metal sort of like bars, some hooks on there, but again, no major issues, just not a lot of detail. Now, I don't know what the detail was on there. A few bolt heads, but that's about it. So this part is part of the cab. So we've got the floor, the doors, I want to say that's the roof. Looks very similar to that shape, so I'm assuming that's roof. We've got the front part here again, some bolt heads, some detail on the inside as well of all these parts. So nice detail on the firewall from the engine bay, and you can see the bolts on there. Again, we've got the wooden parts a little bit warped actually. So this part here is bent up, so you can't really see it on here, but it's quite flat there, but then it's bent up at an angle just here. Next part, we have our front mud guards. Okay, we've got that big gear just there, more parts of the suspension, and again a little bit of detail, nothing to write home about. The radiator, that looks really nice actually, some really nice texture on there, would pick out a wash really well. We've got a string for the lifting hook, and then last two plastic sprues. So this is the bed of the vehicle and the storage bins. Again, it's got the slats to say it's wood, but there's no wood texture. So again, I would just run a wire wool, maybe up and down these, give you that little bit of texture, make it look a little bit more white wood. Another part of the gear system, just there. Then the rear of the bed, okay, we've got the bulkhead from the rear of the cab. Again, some really sharp detail, well, not detail as such, but sharp panel lines and what have you. A few nuts, bolt heads, sorry, should I say. And yeah, okay. Next up, we've got our photo etch. I'm not going to take it out because I don't want to ruin the decals. So we've got our photo etch. Seems really thin, and which should work well. And then we've got our decals in there. Actually, we'll take it out because I want to have a look at the decals. Just put that over there. So that's our photo etch. Again, quite thin. And then our decals. Right, okay. Carrier film's quite long, quite. So I'll just get something I can point with. So this is just what I use for my super glue. So we've got the decal just there, and then the carrier film ends there. So the carrier film is quite big around these, shiny. I'm wondering if they are similar to Edod's decals, but I can't tell you. Okay. And then last but not least, we have our clear parts. Nothing to write home about. Windshield and some windows. So that's IBG's Scammell Pioneer. That's a really nice kit. Some work would probably be needed on, like on the wooden parts, and just running a wide brush over that should take care of that. Yeah, so some really nice schemes as well. I didn't realise it had the captured one in and the Soviet one in as well, which, you know, can make quite an interesting diorama. But that's it, yeah, nice kit. Okay. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.